Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste an Italian wine from the Umbria region. Umbria?
The Abruzzo.
The Abruzzo. I think that is also Tuscany, Umbria, sort of.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah.
We'll go with that. That
Yeah.
sort of, that sort of area. And we're going to taste it now. So, as we said, this is an Italian wine. It is a Montepulciano.
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 Yes, John. Yeah, Montepulciano.
Montepulciano.
That's close enough.
Close enough.
Yeah,
That's close enough. Yeah.
Yep.
So it always sounds like I love the Italian language because everything in the Italian language to me sounds sort of sexy.
I was just about to say, so it has that sexiness about it, doesn't it?
That sort of cool, vibe. So, right. Well, let's hope this wine is sexier.
Let's have a go then, John.
Let's have a go.
Montepulciano.
Montepulciano.
Oh, it's got a...
Oh, purpley.
Yeah, very much so, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that
I
colour.
like that too.
It reminds me a little bit of, when it's an ice cream and you have the juice on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of... I mean, it's not quite as the juice isn't quite as deep as that, but it reminds me of that.
Yeah. I got monkey juice in Newcastle.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Monkey
It's
blood.
The contrast, isn't it? Again,
Yeah.
oh, you know, I had one of those for ages.
Yeah.
Good ice cream. It's not the weather though, is it?
No, it's not
yet.
yet. Not yet.
Okay, so good colour.
Good colour.
I do like the purple colour.
Yeah. It doesn't seem very viscous, does it? It seems quite sort of light in terms of
Yeah,
its...
quite thin.
Yeah.
But, we've had wines that have done this to us before.
They have indeed, yeah, absolutely.
Let's go on the old nose.
I'm not getting anything.
It's hard work, that one, isn't it? It's
Yeah. I'm just like getting a little bit of the sense of the alcohol in it. It's 13% this, so it's not like...
in wine, well, 13%'s nothing really, isn't it? They're averaging 14 and a half nowadays. But, okay, not for me. I'm getting a slight smokiness in there, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. But there's nothing much really to pick up on in there, is there?
It's not.
There's nothing coming out and biting you. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes, when if you have a sort of a glass and you've washed it and then you just sort of, you get it out of the cupboard and you just smell it to make sure it's clean.
Yeah.
Really, it's the same. It's almost like there's no wine in it, and I'm just getting that glass smell. Do you know what I mean? When you
I actually get that. I do because there's so little in there to be given off.
Yeah. Oh well.
Let's have a go.
Let's hope the taste. The taste is got a little bit more to it. Let's give it a go.
Ooh.
Ah.
I don't know how you're feeling about that one, John, but...
Well, I'm thinking, first thing I thought of is the wine is very thin.
Yeah.
It looks thin, it feels thin, there's no sort of real nice mouthfeel to it, which is fine because it's like a refreshing drink that way. It's not heavy, it's nice and light, so there's certainly been circumstances when that will go down well. Mm-hmm. The next thing I noticed is that the flavour was quite mild, a bit of tannin in there, and very one-dimensional.
I'm finding... Like you just said there, I could understand where that would come in. Very light, very easy. The one-dimensional, because there's no real flavour for me that's coming out there. But again, horses to courses, there's a time and a place for that. But the stickler for me there is I think the tannins are too apparent. The tannins are too stringent for a wine of that weightiness. Do you know, it needs more, does that?
Yeah.
And because of the kind of very delicate flavour, I'll call it delicate, the tannins for me overpower that.
But it's like I've not really noticed that, but the tannins are there immediately, aren't they? It's not like with a lot of wines, they come at the back, so you taste the fruit and then the tannins kick in. The tannins are there all the time, and the fruit doesn't increase, but they both die together, and they both die quite quickly in terms of...
There's no real length there, no real length whatsoever.
No.
You're just left with that stringent... Here you go, after with no real benefit.
Now this is £8.50, so not extraordinarily expensive. However, we have tasted wines that are cheaper that I feel are better value than this.
I'd have to agree with that, John. It's okay. I think no,
it's not okay.
I think okay is giving it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
This is kind of, if I had one glass of that and someone offered me a second, I'd politely decline.
Yeah, I think again we've been doing quite a lot of it recently. This evening we've been tasting quite a lot of Italian wines. You know, we've said some other videos that Italian wine very often is created to accompany a meal rather than to be drunk on its own.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where this has come from, so let's move on to that. What would you pair with it?
Well, just saying that in the Italian world, the cheese, and I'm going to lean to an Italian cheese only because I've just thought, well, which Italian cheese would I go with? And I'd say Taleggio. Taleggio is kind of washed-rind brie style, but the Taleggio is used more in cooking, for stuffing chicken breasts and things. I've forgotten the soft things, but I think the Taleggio on its own with that would just kind of suit it, because this needs something to perk it up. It definitely needs something. That's something I wouldn't be drinking on its own.
No, and I would say that if you were having some of this, again, Italian pizza, but an Italian pizza, not an American style pizza, the American style pizza would override the taste in here, so a very delicate Italian pizza. You could have it with, well, I don't know, some sort of pork, perhaps you go with roast pork.
I think that, like when you say with pizza, the tomato base, I think would take the tannins away from that. I think the tomato base would definitely help with that.
Yeah. So maybe a pasta dish. So if you had maybe led me to thinking of sort of like a bolognese with quite a lot of tomato in.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Well. That leads us on to the score, and it's £8.50.
Yeah.
I mean, it's from what I understand, from what I've read, the guys that produce this, they don't use weed killer. They're very much into, producing in very traditional methods, and it could be exactly to your taste. So don't, just because we don't like it, as we always say, doesn't mean you're going to like it. And just one before we get to the score. Just ask, if you are enjoying this video, please click the like button, and if you subscribe, that helps other viewers find the channel. Thank you. Right, let's move on to some...
The score. Well, everything taken into account as always, including the price as always. I'm going to give this, again, as John just said there, it's horse for courses if you like it. That's fine for me. It just wasn't ticking the boxes for me. It needs some food to work on it, and it's not really what I want to do. I just want to drink my wine, so I'm going to give this a pleasant. And that's it.
Okay, I'm going to give this 76.
Oh, you generous. I said 70.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking 74. I don't know why I jumped to. I thought, no, that's been too cruel to it. So I went to 76. But
I know what you mean, but I think the influence of other wines we've tasted at better prices, I think that influenced my vote on my...
Fair enough. Well, there we are, guys. If you get to taste this wine, do drop us a line. Tell us what you think of it. Your view is just as important. In fact, your view to you obviously is more important than our view. So let us have your comments. Let us know your score, and if you have a better idea for pairing it with something else, also let us know that. So, guys, until the next time, we look forward to tasting another glass of wine with you. Chin chin.
Chin chin.